It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, there's been some interesting developments in the 140-pound division that I wanted to talk about. You know, shout out to my main man, Jairo Galvez, one of my favorite subscribers on this channel, who brought this to my attention and really pushed me to do this video. So thank you to him for this video. But, you know, Josh Taylor, he got a ridiculously gross gift decision against Jack Catterall. I think the lion's share, I'm going to say like 85 to 90% of the boxing world agrees that Josh Taylor did not win that fight. All right? It's damn near universal fact at this point. Okay? Jack Catterall, because he got robbed, in my humble opinion, should at least, for getting fucked over so bad, be afforded the chance to fight for a world title again in his next fight, because ultimately he had his childhood dreams, his undefeated record, in millions of dollar paydays taken from him. Okay, and the title and the status of being undisputed champion all taken from him in one night. Okay, so now you go ahead and you look, right? Catterall was previously ranked the #1 contender in the WBO. The WBO revises the rankings. Not only did Jack Catterall lose his #1 ranking, he's not even #2. The WBO dropped him down to #3 behind Liam Paro, who's now ranked #1, and Teofimo Lopez, who's ranked #2. Now, first and foremost, I don't have a problem with Liam Paro being ranked #1, because Liam Paro, when I was in Vegas here last time, I interviewed him. He was actually ranked #3 back in November when I had interviewed him, and since I interviewed him in November, he actually wound up winning a fight against undefeated Yomar Alamo on the Jake Paul Tyron Woodley 2 undercard. So he's actually done something to get to his position. Okay, now I like Teofimo. You guys know I love Teo, and I want to see him make a big comeback at 140. But ultimately, he's done nothing at 140 to get that status as #2 ranking in the WBO. Now, you can say that, you know, he was WBO champion at 135. That's why he has that position. But ultimately, it's not right when you factor in what happened to Jack Catterall. Okay, Catterall should be #2. Teo should be, honestly, not #2 or 3 or 4 or 5. He should really just earn his way up the rankings like, you know, most champions, or start off at the lower part of the rankings. So I have a huge problem with this. I really have a huge problem with this. Not with Liam Paro, because like I said, Liam Paro has been working his way up the rankings steadily. He was ranked #3 not too long ago, and with his last win over undefeated Puerto Rican prospect in Yomar Alamo, he just made the natural progression in rising up the rankings. So a lot of people have a problem with Liam Paro because most people don't know who Liam Paro is. But I followed the sport, and I knew that he was already ranked #3, and with the win over undefeated prospect, it's only going to take him to #1. My problem is more with Teo being ranked #2, because Teo is coming off of a loss. Teo has not done anything at 140, and they're putting him over a guy that boxed the fuck out of Josh Taylor and got robbed. And the majority of the boxing world believes he got robbed, and it's such a horrible robbery that it's really turned a lot of people off from the sport. So it's just corruption. Like at the end of the day, boxing is no different than working at a bullshit a Fortune 500 corporate office job. Okay, you know, you have good relationships with the people in management. You work your way up the corporate ladder, and sometimes because you know someone, like a lot of things in life, it's not about who you know or what you know, but it's who you know and what relationships do you have. And boxing is no different. If anything, boxing is, that statement applies more to boxing than most things, because, you know, Teofimo Lopez is a former champion in the WBO. I'm sure he's got a great relationship with Paco Valcarcel and the fine folks there. As to where with Jack Catterall, he's not going to make as much money. He's not, at least on paper, he's not a world champion, although we know he beat Josh Taylor. So they just fuck him over. But it's not right. And, you know, I don't really want to get too much into like Teofimo Lopez versus Liam Paro if it does wind up happening next. But this is really more about Jack Catterall not just being, he's not ranked #1 in any of the sanctioning bodies, and I just don't get it. How is he not ranked at least top 2 in any of these sanctioning bodies? He beat Josh Taylor, and they robbed him. And the sanctioning bodies know that most people think he was robbed. Why is he not at least number 2 contender in any of the sanctioning bodies? The highest he's ranked in is number 3 by the WBO, but he's not going to be able to fight for the WBO because if Taylor vacates, which he will, then they're going to order Paro versus Lopez to fight for the title, and he's going to have to wait again. And then meanwhile, he might have to fight one of the guys lower on the rankings, such as Regis Prograis, who called him out, Zepeda. So it's just unfair. Like, Catterall, I'm not trying to sound like a whiny bitch, nothing like that, but what's happened to Catterall is one of the most disgusting things in boxing in a long time. He should be the undisputed champion right now. He should be getting the $1 million paydays. He should be recognized as the man in the division. But instead, now not only does he have a loss, not only is he not undisputed champion, not only is he not getting multi-million-dollar paydays, but now he's not even ranked number 2 in any of the governing bodies, and now he's got to fight in a loaded 140 with guys like, you know, Regis Prograis and Ara Barbosa and Jose Zepeda and Jose Ramirez and Pedraza and Gary Antoine Russell and Victor Postal and Liam Paro, Teofimo Lopez, Subrio Matias. I mean, the list goes on. Kenneth Sims Jr., Montana Love. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And it's not going to be, I mean, Shakran Giashov, Sandor Martin, you know, the list goes on and on and on. Brandon Lee, okay? It's a loaded weight class, and it's not fair. And I know life's not fair, but some things are worse than others, and I'm just bringing attention to this because it's bullshit. You know, Teofimo Lopez should not be ranked above Jack Catterall in the WBO rankings. I'm leaving it at that. Shame on the politics of boxing for screwing Jack Catterall again. So leave your comments down below. What do you guys think about this? Take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just Kiffin Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button, and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, you know, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.